The post-mortem report of SFI student leader Sudipto Gupta. Headlines Today has exclusive access to that post-mortem report, which contests what the Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and the TMC have been saying all along. The post-mortem report says that Sudipto Gupta died of multiple injuries to the head, near the eye and near the chin. There were injuries on his back also. Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool government in Bengal have been insisting that he accidentally fell off the bus, hit his head against a lamppost, and that caused his death. What is it that the postmortem report says in detail, and what can you deduct from that? Let me bring Headlines Today's Manogya Loiwal for more on that story. Manogya, you've got exclusive access to that postmortem report. What does it say and what does it imply?
Well, the post-mortem report says that there were multiple injuries. There was a head injury, there was injury near the eye also, and there was a broken jaw. That's what the initial report says. But what is more important is that the head injury was anti-mortem in nature. That means the head injury was responsible for death of Sudipto Gupta. It was so serious that he lost his life, and it was so serious that now a movement has begun here in West Bengal. But the Chief Minister and the government has been denying that there was no head injury. The police officials have been saying that he had hit the lamppost by mistake, and perhaps it was his fault. But the fact remains that there was a head injury, and it could have not been taken care of in the initial stages, or there was a delay in taking him to the hospital that led to his death.
Okay, Manogya, there are eyewitness accounts. There are two eyewitnesses who've come forward and said that they saw Sudipto being assaulted by the police, repeatedly hit on the head by lathis by the police. So that's one account. Second is the post-mortem report that says he had head injuries, he had injuries near his eye, his chin and his back. So could these injuries have been sustained by falling off a bus and hitting a lamppost? What are doctors saying, the doctors you spoke to?
The doctors have been saying that the head injury was most serious of all, and perhaps that was the reason, because the lathi charge wouldn't have been so serious. He wouldn't have died, he wouldn't have lost his life had there not been callousness on the part of the government while taking these people who were arrested from the place of action to the presidency jail. Now, whether it was a fault of the bus driver on the way he was driving that came too close to a lamppost, because of which Sudipto hit his head and he injured himself so seriously in the initial stage, or whether it was fault of the government for not being able to give enough buses to carry these people who were arrested from one place to the other. Whose fault is it? It remains to be investigated, it remains to be probed. But what is more important is that one life has been lost because of some carelessness on the part of the government and the administration.
There is also tremendous anger against the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. First, she reacted 22 hours too late, and all she said was every accident is unfortunate, every death is unfortunate, comparing it perhaps to what she said was, even in the railways there were accidents like this and lives were lost. And this, the left, the Congress and people on ground saying is very callous. They're demanding a judicial probe. What's the progress in that request?
The initial factors that have played a very important role is that there's a CCTV footage that the government has access to, that the police has gathered from their sources, especially from the place of where the lathi charge took place. They have been investigating into the matter on what actually happened, what actually transpired. Whether heads will roll on remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, that when Mamata Banerjee went to the Lal Bazaar police headquarters today, she also saw these footage. She also ensured that she had a look at the CCTV footage, and whether the CCTV footage will be used in the right spirit by the state administration or whether it will be used to suppress the facts is something only time will tell.